Okay, welcome to another exciting week of segments. And as we all learned from the survey questions, everybody hates segments, but sometimes they're necessary. This week, that flu cold thing that's going around, pretty much we all got it, and it's not pretty. But anyways, show must go on in one form or the other, and here goes. First up, I have Dark Horse Colder, number 2 of 5. Dark Horse has been really doing some good shit, and I really like it. This is really nice, dark, and twisted. It explains the whole colder part of the title, and it's progressing along at a nice, good pace. Not all minis do that. Some minis are just garbage. This is not one of them. HellBoy in Hell, number 1. If you haven't been following HellBoy in a while, shame on you. I have a bit too much, actually. I actually went back and reread the first 6 trades Pete lent me. Thank you, Pete. So I don't exactly remember the order of things now. It's like there's all jumbled up in my head, but I know Hellboy's recently going through a lot of shit. He's the heir of King Arthur, and he had the sword and everything, and he was obviously in England. He fought this massive battle and he died, and technically now he's in hell, but not really. And he's going through shit, and it's really good. It's just a lot, but it's jump on friendly, I would say. It's not like, ugh, you know. Next we have Star Wars Purge, the Tyrant's Fist. Okay, I'm having issues with titles. And Xenoscope is always Grim Fairy Tales presents whatever. Marvel has Ultimate Comics, Ultimate Comics, this and that. Just, you know, simplify shit. Dark Horse does this a lot. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 9, Freefall, and then the number follows it. Really? You know, if I'm making a list of shit, that's a long title. Now we have Star Wars Purge, the Tyrant's Fist. Really? Star Wars, Tyrant's Fist. Purge. It's one extra word, but it irks me. Anyways, this is right after episode 3. The Empire is consolidating power, growing. They try not to rule by fear, so Darth Vader's in a tough spot because he's trying to destroy a Jedi resistance on the planet. So he can't be a total dick about it. So he has to just, you know, kind of be nice in a Darth Vader kind of way. So let's see how that works. Yeah. Before Watchmen, the comedian, 4 of 6. Now, I think more people. Well, anyways, a lot of people remember the book, the graphic novel, the original series, Watchmen, and the movie, obviously. And the comedian always came off like an asshole. And this series is showing a good example of why. It's giving us you almost feel bad for the motherfucker, and you know, it's pretty cool. I like it, and I really like the whole before Watchmen stuff. It's pretty good. I have no complaints except for in Ozymandias, it's like 2-3 pages that literally just came out verbatim out of the Watchmen book, and I didn't care for that, you know. But other than that, I think there was some confusion with the Crimson Corsair shit in the back, because it wasn't in order as every week it should have been. But other than that, I mean, those are my complaints about it. I mean, come on, really. Okay, next we have Before Watchmen, Minutemen. It's just damn, just a lot of damn. I'm really hoping they solve the mystery of that guy in the hood. In the news, I forget his name. So many damn characters. Darwin Cook is doing a wonderful job on this. The creative teams on all these books are just awesome, and I'm almost gonna miss this series once it ends next issue, but I understand, and I would not want to see more. Actually, it's just the way it is. Let it go. Next, we have Detective Comics number 15. Now, this has a whole Joker thing on it, but it was Poison Ivy who's really prominent so far in DC Universe, the new DC Universe, and Clayface, who's been done very well, and very gruesome and very just very damn. I like it. It was very interesting, and I was very hesitant about Detective Comics because the way it ended. The old DC Universe was awesome from Gordon's son and that whole sick twisted story that was still awesome. But so far so good, really. Earth 2, number 7. I like it. I do. I like it way better than World's Finest, which I'm not even reviewing. But I wish it'd get on to the point. I wish it'd show me more of this universe. It's kind of slow, and it's just kind of driving me crazy a bit. But nice, slow and easy. It's always, I'm gonna leave that alone. You know where I'm going with that. Whatever. Fairest, number 10. This is the second part of the new story arc, I believe, with Rapunzel, and it's in Japan, and it has Japan fables and stuff like that, which I have no knowledge about, but it's interesting and almost makes you want to look into it. If it wasn't for the fact I'm picking up at least 30 books a week, I actually miss novels, but the things we do, right? It's really good. It shows that her hair grows when she's emotional, when she's fucking. It's interesting. She has to cut it and bleach the ends or something like that to slow them down from growing. It's really interesting, and honestly, Vertigo's doing really wonderful things with their Fables franchise. Really, really well, actually. Next, we have Image, Black Acre. Black Acre is pretty much the post-apocalyptic world, if you will, but it doesn't get too far into that crap. It doesn't get all sad and miserable and preachy about it. It's just in the world, boom, that's it. This is just the way it is. Like Judge Dredd, shitty world. This is how we're dealing with it now. That's it. The elite people that created a city, and they have this small army that they use to protect and defend themselves against other people around them, and it pretty much ensues from there. The drama, the intrigue, the shenanigans. It's good. It's not anything exactly but it's good. Chasing the Dead from IDW. Really? Only one book of Image. Damn, it's good. It surprised me, and it's a good surprise. It's like really? Damn, what the? This is obviously coming to an end because IDW does not do long running series. Rarely does, anyways. And I'm just curious. I really want to get to it already. It's good. I like it, and I hate books that come out more than once a month. I just do. I pick up too many books as it is and shit. Stop it. But I would not mind to see this next weekend. Okay, Cyberforce Image number 2. I don't like it, and mind you, it's free and all that shit. They had a Kickstarter thing and all that crap, but I don't care for it. I remember the original Cyberforce, and I like that. And I understand why they would have to redo it, because they kind of went crazy with that whole cyber data crap and then the aliens crap, but this is, I feel, very extreme, and I don't like it. And why the Cyberforce has to be free? Not that that's a bad thing for us fans, but Image / Top Cow wouldn't support another Cyberforce book out there? Really? No. Moving along. Image. I Love Trouble. I was really hesitant about that, but Image has been doing a good job lately, and I've been eager to jump onto their books and see what's going on. And I like this. It's this girl that could just teleport randomly to different places. Except she has history with the criminal element, and it comes back to haunt her. And it's good. It's nicely drawn. It's kind of gritty, funny. I would say an adult-oriented book, but it isn't like horribly adult-oriented. Yeah, I'm definitely sticking along for the rest of this. All New X-Men number 3. Did number 2 come out not that long ago? I mean, really? Alright, in number 2, something bothered me when Jean Grey read Wolverine's mind and she found it disgusting. You know, if his mind is so disgusting, why is he teaching kids and saving the world and all this stuff? Is he such a disgusting person? People need to make up their minds on how Wolverine's character is, and I'm referring to the writers, obviously. But that aside, number 3 was, I like this book. And I thought I wasn't because it's whole time travel shit. I never saw the Beast as that kind of intellectual when he couldn't fuck around with time travel. But, you know, he is, and he does, and all this stuff, and whatever. I like his character's aggressiveness when it comes to trying to deal with his impending death and the issue he lives in. And I don't like the current issue now with Cyclops' team losing their powers. I don't care for that at all. I don't think they should be taking steps backwards. They have their powers, they're badass. Now they don't. Now Magneto's half-assed and he's really pissed off about it. Good. Emma Frost isn't a telepath. Cyclops can barely control his optic blasts. And where's the threat? Really? What? I don't like it. I don't. Magic is more powerful. Moving along. Avengers number 1. I like it. I don't understand who the hell half these villains are. Okay, I don't understand any of these villains are. But I do like it. I'm curious to see who the hell all these other heroes are. There are 1 or 2 there that I just don't recognize. But it's issue number 1. It was a good issue number 1 for what it was. With a bunch of villains that I don't know who they are. Somebody out there knows them. Please let us know at questions@peacebasement.com. Next we have Hawkeye number 5. This is just good shit. This is just, you know, Puss in Boots said it's some good lecture. This is some good lecture. I dropped Gambit a while ago, but this is really doing it for me, and I look forward to more of it. The fact that he had a shield black card in his ass and he was taken out by Madame Mask, who turned out to be, you know, the other Hawkeye, his homie, whatever. And, you know, it's just, it's hilarious. It's pretty nice. I like it. Fraction, kudos. Iron Man number 3. There's some things that shouldn't be done in comic books. Yeah, you know, Terrax once lifted up Manhattan. Okay, you know, people come back from the dead. Fine. You don't cure cancer. You don't. Cancer, AIDS, shit like that, you just leave it alone. I feel. You just don't bring it into comic books. This is fantasy, and this is a bit much, I think, to do such things like this. Well, obviously in this issue it does. The extremist virus, which does pretty much everything. I don't like Lance's artwork in this. And I think Iron Man shouldn't be around as his own book. Yeah, I said it. Also, his armor coloring, the black and yellow thing. I mean, what is he, a Lion King? I mean, really? Iron Man should leave Earth. That's where I'm standing on. If anybody wants to debate that, let me know. Moving along. Thunderbolts number 1. I like it. This team is incredibly volatile, and that's going to cause a lot of drama, which is good for us. We like drama. And I don't know who that other female is in the group. She looked like a bootleg Psylocke. But other than that, I really like the book. The art's okay. I'm not a big fan of that artist. But I wish we get more of the cover. That'd be nice. But anyways, that's really it. I picked up Shadow Man, but I didn't read it yet. Sorry about that, guys. But I'm sure I'm gonna love it. I'm loving all Valiant books, and that's really it. See you next week, guys.
Okay, so I found out that everything I just filmed wasn't going, so I gotta do it all over again. Okay. So just to let you know, I'm sucking on a cough drop because I have a cold, and I know it's hard to understand me as it is, let alone with sucking on a cough drop, but I figure it's better than me coughing through the whole review segment. So, okay. Let's yeah. Alright, so Avengers 1 came out. Written by Hickman. We don't really need another Avengers book. I don't really need another Avengers book. The world doesn't really need another Avengers book. The theme throughout seems to be that it's going to be Avengers World. Global Avengers. Kind of like the Avengers Initiative for the states, you know, where each state has its own team. We're making it a global thing. Kind of like Batman Incorporated. I guess they could have said Avengers Incorporated, but there would have been legal difficulties with that. That's what it seems to me. I could be reading it wrong and could be way off, but there's some threat on Mars. There's this entity that took Mars and it's made it from uninhabitable to habitable. Now these life forms there, and for some reason it's a threat. I couldn't figure out why it's a threat. Avengers go over there, say, "What are you doing?" This character, Ex Nihilius, I think his name is. He says, "Bada boom, ba ba," kicks their ass, sends them home, and again the theme comes back. We need to be bigger. So I don't know if they mean bigger like Avengers team needs to be bigger physically, like more members on a global scale, or their reach needs to be bigger, like they need to take care of threats not only on Earth but on other planets and other, you know. Hickman is good with that. He likes to make these huge stories with different planets and all these characters, different dimensions, 1,000 reads. That's what he did with Fantastic Four when he took over. And it was good in the beginning, but after a while it gets like too much for me. I don't like. It gets too. If it's too complicated, you gotta remember too much stuff. I like simple is better with comics. I mean, if you have you can have, not to say you can't have a big story, but if you get bogged down in very specific like stuff, it gets too much sometimes. A lot of great stories will have 1 week later. Instead of showing that whole week, you just say 1 week later, and then it's the next part. You don't have to show every little part. A lot of writers now, they like the minutia of the story. Like they have the little parts in between, whereas in the old days they wouldn't show those pieces in between. They would just kind of go to the next part that was relevant. That's my that's what I feel anyway. Anyway, I'm not really interested. I don't think I'll read the next couple just to see what it's like, but artwork is really good, but I don't know. I don't need another Avengers story. Obviously, and it's the Avengers team from the movie too, which is not bad. It was a good team, but I Love Trouble came out from Image. I just read it because it looked. I just figured, why the heck not? So basically, the usual type of story, or at least origin of regular character. She's a thief. She's flying to Kansas, I think, to kind of get away because she owes people money, and she's kind of, people are looking for her. So she's like, let me just lay low for a while. Plane's about to crash, and all of a sudden she's outside, and she realized she can teleport. So once she realized she can teleport, she's stealing money and she's doing bad things, because she's a thief already. So you find out she owes people money. She's involved in this, this gang, these gangsters and everything. Not very unique. So, I mean, the artwork is really cool. I like the artwork, but I'll read the next one to see what happens, but I'm not really all that impressed by it. Daredevil End of Days. I didn't really care for the first issue. Second issue was better. Third issue, Bendis is playing his I'm gonna have my characters overlap conversation thing again, which was annoying. But it's dragging on. Ben Urich, the reporter, is trying to find out what the significance of Maypone is, and from that he's trying to find out what the last month or days of Daredevil's life was about, to kind of piece together what's going on. He's confronting all of Daredevil's past, Matt Murdock's past, Elektra, Echo, somebody else who I forget. Basically all the girls he slept with. Nobody knows, because at this point it's been a while and they're all like gone on with their lives. They're no longer in that field, so to speak. I'm gonna posit a guess that Maypone, M-A-P-O-N-E, I think is the spelling, is Matt Murdock's child, or it's gonna be like a Rosebud type of thing, where it's significant of his childhood. Like with Citizen Kane, Rosebud, I'm sure everybody saw it or knows about it by this point. It's a very old movie. Was the name of the brand of the sled, I believe, in the Citizen Kane. So I think Maypone is going to have that some kind of significance. Because what's the last thing you say when you're about to die? You're not going to say, I'm hungry, or, I might, but you're going to say, the idea, I guess, is that the last thing you're going to say has some sort of deep significance. So, but it's dragging on at this point. I think there's 2 more issues, too, which, I mean, how much longer can he go around to go to these characters go, I don't know what it means. Let's just wrap it up, buddy. Wrap it up. All New X-Men 3 came out. You find out that right after the Phoenix Force story was over, Cyclops and Magneto's powers were lessened and they had less control over it. Other than that, nothing really happened. At the very end of the issue, Magneto and Cyclops are looking for this new mutant that popped up in Magic, and then all of a sudden they're confronted with the old X-Men team from the 60s. Well, not from the 60s, but you know what I mean, the original team. So the next issue would be that confrontation, but it was alright. Punisher Warzone came out, number 2. Frank Castle left America and he's in Europe now, doing the same stuff he does here, but in Europe. And he's following leads and leads into Africa. And eventually, Black Widow's following him, tracking him down, and finds him. She's faster, but he's stronger, so they're like not getting anywhere as far as fighting. So he disappears. Cap says, "Bring it in," and I'm gonna try Plan B. Plan B is Thor. So he's gonna send Thor after him in the next issue. All Thor's got to do is look at him the wrong way, and Punisher's down for the count. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. Detective Comics 15 came out. John Layman wrote it. It was good, but it seems like the next issue is going to be the Penguin Empire. That seems questionable, but we'll see what it's about. Basically, because Clayface and Poison Ivy were a team. Poison Ivy convinced Clayface that they were married, and Batman figures out how she did it, how she tricked him, because normally she has these powers to cast people under her spell, but people, not Clayface. So Batman figures out how she was able to do it for him with his body makeup and everything. So that was kind of cool. But then Penguin has to leave his organization to go meet with the Joker within the Death of the Family storyline. So one of his number 2 man is looking to do a coup d'etat, I guess, and take over. So we'll see. And Poison Ivy kind of is in league with him now. So we'll see what happens. A little question: the Penguin Empire. I mean, they just had the owl. What's that called? The whatever the owl thing was. Now they got the Penguin Empire. They're going through all the animals. So we'll see what happens. But we'll see. And that was it. There's also the Spider-Mans came out, ASM and Avenging. I'm sure Pete already spoke about those. Next issue for Amazing is 700, which is probably the last. And I think I'm going to be disappointed in it. And I think Pete is going to be disappointed in it. But I think Pete is going to put his best face forward. His best foot forward. Is that the right phrase? I don't know. I think Pete's going to try to make the best of it, but I don't think it's going to be good. So, that's it. And, well, oh, yeah, thank you. I hope I feel better, too. We'll see you next week. Hopefully in the basement.
Pause. Fix this. Oh, my editor kills me. Yeah, okay, that's better.
Ooh, vitamins and coffee don't mix. Usually you see Pete first. I'm sure he explained why we're doing segments, and whatever he said is a lie. It's a big lie. It's hard to make that sound effect and drink at the same time. Okay.